What's up, everybody? This is Tech Shark coming at you with a deck that I recently came up with. Um, Tried something new with Prophecies. Um, I teched in Exodia, odd enough, and not just Exodia, Exodios as well. And it works out really, really neat. Um, it, I really don't know how really to say it. Right here I'm playing, I guess, a Quasar, and just from the way it goes, it's a very interesting match. It goes on for a very long time, and just playing it is really, really good, really, really fun. I can tell you a little bit about it. I'll pretty much let you guys watch it, but it was supposed to be 2 rounds or a match, and I'll tell you this: the Quasar guy did not stick around for the second match or second round, even though I did not beat him with Exodios. So I thought that was quite interesting. Life points right now. You see past my flash, it's 41 to 24 me. I kind of thought of this being a good tech choice because you have a tower to help funnel your draws. So with you doing extra draws, if you don't end up drawing into Exodios or able to use Exodios' power, you can still draw your 5 pieces to go into Exodia, and you get that win. And even if you do get Exodios out on the field, it's still pretty cool because you have High Priestess to fall back on, and your opponent is worried about everything else except for what they actually need to be, which is trying to get your stuff off the field. They're like, oh my goodness, I gotta deal with this. And then I actually did not get a chance to pull it off, but you can do diffusion wave motion on Exodios, and then Spellbook of Power will allow him to attack all your opponent's monsters. He can actually pitch every piece of Exodia if your opponent has 5, and pretty much go for game from there, or he just becomes incredibly beefy, and you can just go out that way. So that pro right there kind of froze up on me a little. It sucks a good bit, but yeah, either or. Let me go ahead. I got some more. I'll go ahead and show these off. Let me go ahead and swap that around. There we go. I don't think that last one I showed you wasn't it. I think this was it, the one that went on forever. But it's real interesting. Pretty much with this, compared to what I usually do, go for tower is being the first thing you do. Tower's going to help you with your draws. And with your draw, you getting that extra draw in, it's going to help. And even if they do MST or anything, excuse me, you still get to draw or special summon a monster off that. So it's good. And even solid plate hand destruction, it's not bothering me. And the one thing I've noticed with this deck is that you'll go ahead and you'll get your plays, and you really don't minus, because after you summon Exodios, you get like all your monsters in your graveyard back, and then you continue to just beat straight forward. and your opponent has to figure out some way to deal with it, which ends up putting you in a good position because you will actually end up having a good hand advantage. And with that hand advantage, you'll end up building up slow field advantage, and your opponent will just be stuck with nothing to do. And I think that's like really, really good. As long, also you need protection for Exodios, which I've ran a couple extra traps. So, as you see right here, it's going all out. Well, not really, but enough. And you thin your deck out too, and slowly taking control of the board. So, it's really, really fun. It's a neat deck.
She's something, isn't she? I have to thank you for bringing her to me. She makes me feel young again.
So, just going for basic plays. What I did is I went after, when I attacked with Exodia, let all the cards in my deck go to the graveyard first, and then once I get to a good position, I'll let the ones in my hand go to the wayside, and run 2 Exodios in this deck, just in case the first one gets blown up. You always have that second one to fall back on. Justice of Prophecy, she can actually get him to your hand, and that is incredibly good. He can special summon just as long as you have a monster in the grave. So there's a lot of good combos with the deck. Everything seems to flow incredibly well. And I dropped High Priestess down to 1 with this version of the deck. I was also thinking about putting in a Exodia, because if you see right now, my hand is big as I don't know what. So that was one reason, or one thing I was thinking of. With the deck, you pretty much don't have to exceed or anything, but it's just pretty much straightforward with the monsters and everything else. Monsters just terrorizing. And it was at that point I was like, oh man, he's got me. But I ended up looking, it's like, no, I think I got him. Which I thought that was neat. High Priestess didn't get destroyed with that. 16 rounds. Ended. Alright, I think I may have one more. And the name I came up with this, I probably have it in the title, is Prophecies of Exodia. So that was pretty neat. Actually, no, that's not even it. That's a different one. Okay, I'll stop that, because that has nothing to do with the deck that I played or was talking about. But yeah, that's it. So I think the deck's real neat. A lot of fun with it. Hopefully there'll be a good bit of people who watch this and like, wow, it's a pretty neat deck. But yeah, hopefully everybody likes the deck and checks it out. Please plays it for themselves, and all that other good jazz. So this is Tech Shark, and I'm out.